If the camera shakes around a lot, it's because of a cat. I just want you to know that, first of all. So there has been a local kind of drought going on in the area where I live, and there's a small nature reserve that's run by the city, the municipality. And aside from their fences being in disrepair and the animals being able to essentially leave whenever they want to, there has been animal corpses have been found recently, and basically the drought is being blamed. However, the municipality has not been putting food out for the animals, which is why they've been dying. As well as poaching, which is illegal hunting, has been so prevalent there, aside from there being hundreds, if not thousands of snares being laid all over the place, there is an actual makeshift butchery set up inside the nature reserve in plain sight. So just to give you an idea of how little maintenance and care has actually taken place for that reserve and the animals in it for, who knows, years. I don't know. So I was having a discussion with someone who shared that in their country something similar happened, and there was this public outcry to feed the animals, but there was also this group of people. So there were two sides. One side saying feed the animals, the other side saying don't feed the animals. It's as nature intended. Nature will sort itself out. Just leave them be, and the fittest will survive, the strongest will survive, the weak will die, or whatever other particular reasons. Now, see, this is one of those things where in an ideal world, that viewpoint might make more sense than it does now, because the problem is now that whereas 200, 300, 400, 500 years ago, depending on what part of the world you're looking at, animals could literally roam anywhere they wanted to. If there was a drought in one area, they could just leave the area. They could follow the rain. They could go to where there wasn't a drought. They could traverse an entire continent. Whereas now there are fencing everywhere. Human settlements have taken over large pieces of land. Agriculture has transformed a heck of a lot of land from whatever natural state it was in before now to this inedible, well, or edible, but if you eat it, you die kind of setup. So the animals in the wild don't really have very many options left. There is no such thing as a natural balance anymore. The natural balance that was the case in the world a few hundred years ago is not the same as what it could be or must be now. The reality is that our influence on the physical world, on the planet, our presence here is so large and overwhelming that our activities dictate the lives that almost every other creature will lead. Whether it's plastic in the ocean or animals living in a fenced-off nature reserve. And therefore, it is our responsibility, and since we are the ones who have so drastically changed the balance of life on Earth for every living creature, it's our responsibility to make sure that they at least have what they need, especially when they don't have the choice to follow their instincts and move out of an area in search of what it is they need. So if there's a drought, they can't leave the drought-stricken area to follow the rains. They are fenced in. They cannot go anywhere. They are trapped. They will die. That's just basic common sense. And we put them there. We put the fence around them. We give them no choice. And so that is why it is our responsibility, in my view, to make sure that in cases of extreme imbalance, whether it's due to the weather or due to there not being, let's say, enough predators or whatever the situation is, that we intervene to help the animals get through, help them survive, and create an artificial kind of balance. And it's not ideal. I mean, if you ask the animals what they want, it's not going to be the same as what we want. But at the very least, we have that responsibility to make sure that our influence is positive, not just negative. That we take care of that which is around us, especially within consideration of the big picture, rather than focusing just on how things should be, or our personal opinions, or a natural balance will implement itself on its own. In the larger view, in the bigger picture, in context of everything else that's going on, it's simply not a valid standpoint anymore in this day and age. Okay. If you have any particular thoughts on this, drop a comment, do a video, whatever. Let's have a conversation about it. And maybe we can bring some more common sense to what's going on and what people believe and think. Thank you for watching. You're going to see me next time.